Hey y'all, good with y'all. Back at the cut like that. It's your boy Dre. Be back at y'all with another video. Whatever time zone, whatever country y'all in, man. Hope y'all sending a great high vibration for the Heavenly Father. Being in tune for the Heavenly Father. Doing what you gotta do for the Heavenly Father, man. Hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all doing great. Hope y'all doing amazing. Hope y'all doing fantastic, man. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all doing fabulous, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, this topic is gonna be story time, episode 4. You know what I'm saying? Episode 4. Shoot, man. I don't know which one I want to talk about real quick. Man. Shoot. I farted again. Excuse me, y'all. My bad. Man. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta take a piss. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, bro. I had to take a fat ass piss. But yeah, man. Episode 4 of story time, bro. I don't know which one I want to talk about, man. You know what? This is gonna be when I found out my old homeboy was a P. Well, we're gonna get to the first time I met this dude. First time I met this dude was when, like I told y'all, I moved up into this city at the end of 2015. Cause I'm a small town nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm a small town nigga. I was still raised here as well, of course. But I'm a small town boy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. Like, so my old homeboy, that's a P. I'm gonna put as a, he's a pedo, you know what I'm saying? But I'm put it with the with the star, whatever, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get started with the topic. So the first time I met this dude was back in 2016, man, because that's when I moved up here for high school for the second semester. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I met him. I literally met his ass back in my first class. Yeah, my first class, I went up there. He was acting like he was cool and stuff. But we ain't gonna talk about the high school moments. I'm just telling y'all how long I knew him. But we're gonna start off with this. When I used to chill with him before, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna spread some tea. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna name him B. You know what I'm saying? Just for the letter. You know? So yeah, bro. Like, the first time we started hanging out and stuff, bro. Like, bro, me and this dude, man, we started becoming real close. Like, when it came to, like, hanging out outside his house. I still knew him back in school. Definitely back in school and stuff, man. So, yeah, bro. I knew him back in school and stuff, man. Next thing you know, bro, like, me and him, man, like, we came pretty close. I used to go to this nigga's house every day. But the first week, he was smoking all them cigarettes, right? Smoking all them cigarettes, bro. Bro, I'm telling y'all, it was my other homeboy named T, man. Call him T. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you watching this video, my boy T, shout out to you, my nigga. Real shit. All love, dog. But when I was with my homeboy B and T, we was in B's crib. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, this nigga, I think it was like the third week, fourth week, we chilling. And I was still in high school. This is my senior year. This is still my senior year. Still my senior year, bro. Cause yeah, bro, I think that was like at the end. I'm trying to remember when I moved out of Border Bay. I don't know when I moved out. That was when I was still with my previous girlfriend. Y'all. But I'm telling y'all this though, bro. Like, this nigga put mayonnaise on my homeboy T, man. I remember that. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I got a video of that. But it's in my Snapchat. I barely even remember I even had that video. I was like, bro, what the heck, man? But, you know what's crazy, bro? He ended up doing that to me, too. You know what I'm saying? He ended up smacking. I think he did mustard for me, bro. Bro, I was mad as hell, man. Because he smacked it all in my hoodie, too, bro. And he smacked it on my eye, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I fucking tackled this nigga, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and say with the first video, man. I mean, with the first topic, like, you know, we had a lot of memories together. But I'm gonna say this memory, man, it was me, him, and T again, right? It was just us three. You know, so we chilling. I was watching him play Madden. Bro, this nigga, he starts fucking with me, bro. Cause he lost, man. He got his ass whooped. I ain't gonna lie. Someone whooped his ass on there. They smacked that nigga bad. It was funny. It was funny though, bro. Cause I was just sitting there laughing. I was like, man, nigga, your ass. You know what I'm saying? Your ass, bro. And he was like, man, bro, watch your mouth, bro. I was like, what you gonna do, man? I'm like, ain't my fault you're trash. This nigga starts fucking with me, bro. And I told him, like, hey, man, you better stop fucking with me, man. Man, bro, I'm sitting in the chair and shit, looking at my phone. Bro, I almost broke my charger, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because my adrenaline was already going through the roof fucking with his ass. And I told him, hey, bro, you better chill, man. I ain't trying to do that to you. Bro, this nigga had to learn the hard way, man. Because I'm telling y'all, bro, when I crash out, bro, all I see is red. When I crash out, all I see is red. You know what I'm saying? And anybody in my way, they could get it, bro. You know? But that was just like immature mindset that I had. Even still then, if I was to crash out, I would still see all red, of course. But at the same time, you know, like, this nigga, man, this nigga, bro, this nigga tackled me through the wall, bro. I was sitting in the chair and stuff, right? This nigga tackled me through the wall, though, bro. Like, he tackled me through the wall, man. So literally, he had a big ass hole in his wall, bro. And you know what I did, man? Me and this nigga, we over here wrestling and shit. And he got mad as hell. So, he got mad as hell because I was throwing that nigga. I was throwing that nigga around. I even threw that nigga to the chair that he tackled me at. I fucking swung that nigga to the chair. I ain't lying, I was still a big dude. But I mean, he was like average. You know what I'm saying? But I just swung that nigga across the chair and shit. And he got mad because I'm trying to calm myself down. This nigga, he hits me to the edge of the wall of the window. And it hit the corner of my head, bro. It hit the corner of my head, man. Like, I ain't gonna sit here and lie, bro. That shit hit the corner of my head, bro. So, yeah, man. I don't know what the hell's on my back, but... Oh, yeah, this shit about to break. Oh, hell nah. Well, yeah, bro. This nigga, man. This nigga hits my head on the corner of the wall. I crashed out, bro. All I was seeing is red, man. I put this nigga in a crazy chokehold, man. Like, I put that nigga in a normal chokehold while I was holding his legs, bro. And I'm telling y'all, when I was squeezing so hard, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I know it's crazy what I'm about to say, but I was about to kill him that day. I ain't saying I wanted to, but I crashed out, bro. I had no control of what was going on. My body was just in fight or flight mode. And I was definitely fighting. You know what I'm saying? And what he did, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I could have got knocked out from that shit. So, bro, I was in my unconscious state, bro. I didn't even know I even had him in a chokehold, bro. Like, I'm telling y'all, man, I didn't even know I had him in a chokehold, bro. And my homeboy T's like, bro, you better kill this nigga, bro. Chill, bro. And at first, he wasn't breathing, man. He wasn't breathing, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I got scared, bro. I got scared like a motherfucker, man. Cause if he was not there, my homeboy T was not there, man, I'll probably be in jail or something. I mean, it was definitely it was homeboy B's fault that he started that shit. And I told him to leave me alone, man. And it's like, you know, my body was telling me, like, you know what I'm saying? Fight or flight mode, bro. You see, you can fucking leave. But I was just wanting to chill, man. And he kept wanting to fuck with me, bro. So I put that nigga in a whole choke mode, locked his legs. I literally put that nigga in a whole submission move, bro. Like I was fucking doing Brazilian Jinjutsu or some shit. How you say that shit, man? And I was like, yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Did this motherfucker just do a U-turn with a whole ass fucking semi-truck? Man, you know damn well not to do that shit. Motherfucker, what the fuck? You lucky there's no one fucking out here. Man, that nigga's crazy for doing that shit. That nigga just did a whole U-turn. I know the roads ain't that big. How the hell he do that shit? But yeah, man, fucking. Yeah, bro, fucking. Almost killed him that day, man. And then his mom, bro. His mom trying to make me pay for that shit. And I ain't never told my mom because she was like, oh, well, you need to talk to your mom about paying for that wall. And I'm telling y'all, I still never paid for that wall, nigga. And am I ever gonna pay for that wall, nigga? Fuck no. Never paying for that shit. I told my man, I ain't paying for that shit. Your son did that shit. I'm not paying for that shit. Like, the fuck? Who you think I am? You think I'm balling out of money? If I had money out the ass. I mean, hey, bro, here's 30 bucks. And I told him, my man, I ain't paying for that shit. If I did it, you know what I'm saying? He's the one that talking me through the chair. He's the one that talking me through that shit. I ain't do shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I almost killed him that day, bro. So, another story, man. So fucking, my boy T, hey man, I'm about to talk about this. So there was this girl I used to talk to, bro. There was this girl I used to talk to, white girl, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, she was fine as hell. Keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep that shit a buck. So, we talked for like 2 to 3 days. Something within my gut feeling, bro, was telling me not to fuck with this woman. So you know what I did? I did what a nigga will do. Tell him I ain't rocking with this. And I'm glad I said that, man. Because at that time, I was like, am I sure I made the right decision? And it's like my gut feeling was telling me you most definitely did. Because come to find out, bro, which I'm about to say here in a bit. So next day, right? Next day, after I cut it off and shit, right? This nigga B, bro. This motherfucker, man. This motherfucker, dog. This nigga, he called her friend. And I got, she ended up coming with. And I pulled him to the side, bro, because, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I had the bottles. You know what I'm saying? Because I was 18, so, hey, my mom gave me some bottles, man. And she was like, hey, go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Because I was 18 and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I had some bottles. I had some, I think I had some Ciroc. And I had a whole, like, I think I had a 24 pack of beer. And I walked with that shit on my hand. Like, it's crazy how I did that shit. Jumped over the fence with that shit too, bro. Well, actually, it was over the wall, but it was a big ass wall. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro. Doing that shit, man. I fucking did that shit, bro. Bro, I come over, man. This nigga brings the bitch. He brings the bitch that I just dropped. The day later, I just dropped her, dog. And she in the house, she just staring me down and shit. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was already smoking my blunt. I was smoking my weed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I got that from my, I forgot who I got it from. But, yeah. Smoking some weed, bro. Smoking a fat ass blunt, man. I even came in the crib smoking this stuff, man. I was high as hell, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Bro, this nigga brings this bitch into the crib, bro. And I pulled him to the side, I'm like, hey, bro, what the fuck you got going on, man? He was like, bro, what you mean, bro? I was like, nigga, this was just the exact same bitch I told you about that I just cut off, dog. I was like, yo, ain't no fucking way, man. I was like, bro, ain't no way. You on some bullshit right now. And I told her, is this for you getting back at me for me almost killing your ass? Nigga, you started that shit. We was having a whole argument, man. Because that shit had me mad, bro. I was like, bro, this nigga really just brought a bitch that I literally cut off a day later. Well, actually, it was a day, yeah. Well, it was a day later after I cut her off, man. And I was like, bro, I can't believe this nigga really did this shit. I'm like, bro, like, I can't believe it, bro. I was just traumatized, man. I was like, bro, I told my man, you gonna bring this bitch to, I told I was like, it's your crib, but nigga, you called me here, nigga. That's why I was mad. I was like, bro, it's not the fact you brought it to the crib. I mean, hey, that's on you. But nigga, I'm the nigga that's here, bro. I'm the nigga that was fucking with her ass. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, she was cute as hell back then. I don't know about now. You know what I'm saying? You only talked one time, and I ain't talked to her ever since. But she ended up fucking with my homeboy T and shit, man. And I'm telling y'all, bro, the only reason why I stayed there was for my other homeboy. So it was my homeboy T, my homeboy B. At the time, he was my homeboy. He ain't my homeboy no more. T is still my nigga. He's still my nigga to the day we die. You know what I'm saying? Because even over that shit, I wasn't mad at him for it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't mad at him for it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't like my girlfriend or nothing. We only talked for like 3 days, bro. We only talked for 3 days. I cut her off because I had a gut feeling. And yeah, bro, fucking that. I stayed for my homeboy P, man. Because I was about to go home, nigga. I was like, ain't no fucking way. One was my homeboy P and my other homeboy J. Not the other J that I was talking about last video. It's a different J. You know what I'm saying? So I stayed for those two. And I was like, man, I can't believe this shit. And I was even talking to Dim about it. I'm like, bro, this nigga brought this girl to the crib knowing I used to fuck with her. Well, I mean, I know we ain't doing none of that shit. We were still talking with each other. And we were still talking freaky to each other too. I ain't gonna lie, she sent me some shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never seen her some shit. But I was like, you know what I'm saying? That nigga was young. You know? I was like 18, bro. I was 18 when I did that shit, man. But I was so fucking mad, man. Like, I wasn't mad at my homeboy T. I was actually happy for him because he got a girl and shit. Even though it was a girl I used to talk to, but I was proud for him and shit. But that bitch was trying to make me jealous. She was trying to make me jealous of my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even my nigga asked me, he was like, bro, how you feel about that? Man, what you mean how I feel? I told him straight on my, hey, I'm glad I dodged her because she could do some shit like that. Nigga, I don't want to fuck with you. She got mad and shit. I know she did. And she trying not to make it obvious. But I was speaking my truth. I was like, hey, she was mad about that shit. I was like, man, I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I was just still there kicking it with the dogs. You know what I'm saying? We got lit, got drunk as hell. We fucking got fried. We went to my homeboy. We call him M. And I think he subscribed to my channel. Shout out to you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You still be watching my videos and shit, man. But yeah, bro, like, went to his crib. We went to this crib, kicked it a little bit. He introduced homegirl to him and all that, you know. So, moving on forward. It's not about B right now. It's about my homeboy T, him, and a girl I was just telling you that I used to talk about. That I used to talk to, right? Only talked to her for 3 days. They ended up moving up to an apartment and stuff, man. And I remember one day, bro, man, this girl came up here with booty shorts, tank top and shit, man. And I'm like, I went with my homeboy T. I'm like, hey, man, your girl dressed up like that. And I don't think he even knew, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because me and him, we were just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Dapped but I was like, what's up, my nigga? I seen that shit. I was like, nah, bro. Because I'm the type of nigga, if my nigga got a girlfriend, bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, I'm not even looking at her at the fucking slightest, nigga. Because some of them girls, they really mix you like that. They try to get your attention, even though they with your homeboy and shit. I'm not that type of nigga. If you my nigga, man, I got loyalty to my niggas. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I got loyalty towards my niggas, bro. And that's why I was like, hey, man, I'm not fucking with that shit. I'm not rocking with that, bro. Next thing you know, bro, and that nigga said, bitch, you better put some clothes on. I said a giant, man. And she seen me laughing and shit. I was like, man, my homeboy T, that nigga funny as hell, bro. Nigga said, bitch, you better put some clothes on, nigga. You better put some fucking clothes on. Oh, yeah, trying to get attention from niggas and shit. That's exactly what she was trying to do. And I ain't gonna say too much, but she ended up cheating on my nigga, bro. And me and him, we were having a conversation about that, man.